Amelia Gray had finally gotten to a point where she could stop crying. It had taken her 6 months. But that doesn't change the fact that there isn't much left to do. She was sitting on a leather couch in her Manhattan apartment. On the coffee table sat an untouched glass of wine next to an untouched bottle, all next to an untouched plate of tomato sandwiches. What bothered her was that she'd had it all prepared since noon. She wasn't sure if she wanted to get plastered since high noon or if she'd just pretended to and let her stuff sit there, collecting air for hours. She wasn't entirely sure which was worse. Both seemed pretty sad. Across from her, the TV was playing, also for hours. She wasn't sure what. She had long ago stopped paying attention. But at least it filled her home with noise. Might as well actually get up and try to do something productive. And so, with a little bit of a heave, she pushed off the couch and moved toward the studio just across from the living room. In truth, the entire area was a studio apartment. From one end, at the kitchenette, she could look across the whole apartment and see her bedroom at the opposite end, with her living room and her de facto studio in between. But she still appreciated being able to think of these aesthetically different areas as rooms. They allowed her to have a different feel depending on where she was. In her mind, she could trick herself into thinking that she was in an entirely cordoned off area. Sam never thought of it that way. If he knew Amelia was at the opposite end of the apartment, he would just yell across to her. Whenever she wanted to talk to him, she would cross the apartment to wherever he was and talk to him as if she had just entered his room. It always made him snicker. In retrospect, she thought, maybe he was laughing at me. Pathetic little dim bulb. Well, nothing for it now. Time to get back to work, whatever that means. She walked over to her easel and a collection of paintbrushes facing the outdoor window in her studio. Then she grabbed a small canvas and placed it on the easel, tightening the holders and setting it in place. She took some charcoal and started sketching a simple vase that was on a stand next to one of the windows, getting some of the buildings in the background behind it. There was sunlight bursting through the afternoon clouds, making some nice rays. She tried to capture that as well.